Hey friends, welcome in. My name is Autumn and today is going to be a day in the life of an aspiring writer, aka writing vlog. These last couple of weeks have been me getting back into the swing of writing, adding writing to my daily routine. I have a couple of writing things I want to work on this morning. Hopefully I can work on a little bit of the writing in the afternoon. I have a new computer chair that I want to put together. I also have some non-writing things sprinkled throughout today. So it's a busy day, but it's nothing wild and crazy. I need to go ahead and start the coffee pot and get my coffee going. I can't concentrate without my coffee. Let's go ahead and start the coffee pot, drink some water. I will again welcome you to the vlog and I hope that you enjoy it. Okay, I'm feeling a lot better. Like I can talk to you guys. I mean, I wasn't feeling bad before, but you know what I mean. When it's early in the morning, the last thing you want to be doing is talking. I have done a good chunk of writing today. I'm really proud of what I've done. It was definitely slow. This is the first time I'm actually drafting in a really long time. Like a really long time. I have been doing a lot of outlining lately, brainstorming. Today really marks the first day of me drafting again. It's not perfect by any means, but I think that the notes that I have left for myself in my draft 2 outline is it's beneficial. This morning I wrote for, oh gosh, maybe I was listening to music. Okay, a little over an hour. And I ended up writing 1,219 words. I am working on draft 2 of Project Ice. This is my high fantasy adventure novel. Because I'm extra, I have 2 prologues. Is that a mistake? Potentially, but guess what? We can always fix it later. For this first prologue, it's more of like introducing the prophecy or part of the prophecy of the story of what's to come. The second prologue, I have been so excited to actually write this prologue because it's one of those very early visions that I had for the story that I felt was a really solid introduction into what's going on in the state of the world, what's going on with the magic, but then also from somebody who is not a main character. This story is such a different vibe from my cozy fantasy because I was reading a little bit of that yesterday and totally different story, totally different story vibes. Reading that yesterday and then having to write this today, it was totally 2 different moods. I am finished with my morning writing session. It went great. It went well. Really pleased with it. I would love to go ahead and get into chapter 1. I don't know if I've talked about this. Maybe I have, but I'll just mention it again. So the way I'm doing this draft is I'm actually writing it inside my outline. So I outlined draft 2 and now I'm writing draft 2, but I'm doing it all in one document. I did make a copy of the outline just in case anything happened. Why did that just do that? That was actually really creepy. So I always have it on the dim mode or the nighttime mode, and it literally just turned itself off of dim mode, and it's 10 o'clock, and it doesn't normally do that. It usually does it at like 7. Weird. But anyways, I just didn't want to have an outline for draft 2 and then an actual draft 2 and keep going back and forth between the 2. But I did make a copy of it if I needed to reference the outline, because after I finish the chapter, I read through to make sure what I outlined, at least those main points in it, I addressed and then I deleted it. But I want to keep my original notes and what I originally wanted for the outline, just in case. It's good to keep your notes. I'm wanting to turn the outline into the solid draft 2. For this second draft, I want the draft to be 80,000 words, give or take. If I'm at like 78, I'm at 78. If I'm at 85,000 words, I'm at 85,000 words. But for this draft, the whole point is to start beefing it up, start to make sure I at least have the bones, the characters, and the plot going, and some of those subplots, because I can add in the details of the world and all of that stuff later. And with it being a high fantasy, I know I'm going to have to double or triple that word count eventually. I figured 80,000 words is pretty solid to go ahead and start with for the second draft. Let's go run some errands. We will come back, do some more writing, and we're going to put together my desk chair, which will be so fun. A quick update, because of course, in my last video, or maybe a couple of videos ago, I talked about going to Walmart and getting poster board because I wanted it for Project Ice for some outlining and world building and things like that. I got it, but I want to let you guys know it's been sitting on my floor in my office. Crash did crash things on it, okay? He threw up on the poster board because, of course, would we expect anything different? No, because it's something important. Thankfully, it's not too bad and it's kind of on the corner, so I might try to scrub it and try to clean it off. I might just cut that corner off, honestly, or cut off that section, because it's not like it's dead center and it's not like it's just all the way across the poster board, you know? I mean, it was only 57 cents. It's not like it was too expensive or anything, but it's just typical. I have been reading Diary of the Orange Tree. I have 100 pages left until I'm finished with this book. I am going to start putting that chair together. That's going to take a few hours. You can see behind me that I actually brought my Cozy Fantasy out here to do some reading on that. I decided while I ate lunch, I was going to read Priory. So that was what I did. I did all the things earlier. I did treat myself to a pedicure. I don't normally do that because they are expensive, but I am going to a yoga class on Thursday. I figured I might as well have my toes look pretty, so I treated myself to that. I do want to go for a walk a little bit later today, and then because I work tomorrow and Wednesday, I meal prep for those work days, and that takes a couple of hours. Later into the evening, I'm going to do that. And speaking of work week ahead, this is not writing related. I'm not going to get too far into it, but because I mentioned it in my last video, I feel like I should just follow up on it. There was one clip of me and I mentioned just very briefly that I had an interview. Well, I am happy to say that I accepted a new job. So I will not be working in the hospital anymore. I cannot wait for this new job, for this new experience, for this new chapter of life. And I'm also really excited to have some time off. I'm going to start putting that chair together. I don't know how long it's going to take us, but we'll see what happens. She's finished. I have not sat in it yet. I was gonna record myself falling over and busting my ass. So here we go. Oh. Okay. I'm not gonna do the other stunt where they had this behind them and then they were like this, I will end up in a pretzel and have to be untangled in the emergency room. I should do some writing and give her a test drive. I'm working on chapter 1 now. I am nowhere near finished with this chapter, but I did write another 750 words. I feel good about these words. The reason I'm stopping for today is there's a little bit I have to think about with like the wording, just how I'm wanting these events to play out. I am going to sit and think about the specifics. I know I have the scene outlined, but it's more of like I am just trying to think of how I want to actually write the scene without spoiling too much. My total for today is 1,971 words. I feel great about that for the first day. I will say in chapter 1, there's one part I'm gonna have to come back to, and I'm not even worried about it. Since I'm not 100% sure on some of the world building and some of those specific type things, I wrote out, hey, I need to add this in later, and kept on rolling. Today has been a very successful day. I cannot believe how much progress I've made with this story, and I'm really proud of myself and of what I've done for today. I don't want to say that all of my days off are like this or will be like this. And also, y'all, this chair is so comfortable. I feel like I could fall asleep in it, which is not good because there are no sides. Anyways, that is going to be it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. If you are still watching, let me know what you are currently working on in your writing journey. If you're reading a book, let me know what book you're reading. I would love to know that information. But again, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.